All right, everyone, let's take a deep breath in together. And exhale. Greetings to you all, you bright, blessed beings there on the earth plane. We are the Council of Light, and we say to you one and all, hello, 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 again and again and again. We see that there are many of you here that have come to hear our words before, and you've been following us for a while now, and welcome back to you. And we see that there are those of you who are new to our words today and this experience in this way. And we say, hello, how do you do? Although you may be new to this experience and you may be new to listening to our words, your soul brought you here for a reason. For you see, you are not new to your own awakening. You are a very highly evolved spiritual being. How do we know this? Well, we can see it for one. We are from the ether. We are from the all. We are from the everlasting light source of eternity, and we can see everything everywhere in all of its stages of development and all of its layers and lenses of light. And those of you participating in this kind of exercise, listening to spiritual words from the light, have a mirror of light that you shine out away from you, around you, through you at all times. Some of you might be aware of this, and some of you might be learning this as information for the first time. But if you listen deep down in that knowingness of your soul, you understand this to be a truth of some kind for you. You are a bright and blessed being, and we say this to you every time we see you. For you are unique and special. You are wonderful. You have incarnated in this lifetime to make big moves, to learn big lessons, and to acclimatize that earth plane's vibration in big ways. And many of you are aware of the work that you are doing. Many of you are conscious of the lessons you have been learning. And many of you have yet to understand your point A to your point B direction, and all of that is okay. So when we speak to you, it is an opportunity for us to gather as a group with human consciousness collective at large, with your ego mind and your spiritual mind and your understanding mind and your rational mind all together at the same time. And we always like to share a few tidbits with you. Sometimes it is housekeeping and we give you some direction. Sometimes it is energetic cleaning and we do some energy manipulation. And sometimes it is lesson giving so that we can extend your understanding of why you are there on that earth plane in that human body, living that human existence in this lifetime. And for right now, what we would like to say is your energetic station is of utmost importance to your day-to-day lovely lives. When you have a clean energy station, you live a vibratorily pure life. When you live a vibratorily pure life, things are easier. You flow more effortlessly. The positive things that you desire in your life are attracted in freely. You have better relationships. You are happier. Things don't go awry as consistently. It's almost a magnetism of sorts, but it is of utmost importance for you to continue to have vibratory purity, or a path towards that if you're not already there now. What do we mean when we say vibratory purity? It is a grand concept, and yet it is a simple concept. It is a grand thing to strive for at all times, and yet it is simple to do. There is a yin and yang here. Can you not see it and feel it? When you are in a vibratorily pure place, all systems are operating at a resonance that is sequential and comforting and balanced and equalized and harmonized and bliss-filled. When you are out of this alignment, you are ill, you are pained, you are emotionally distraught, you are full of other people's energy in your field, and it is bogging you down, weighing on you, and causing you to drift off your center. There are many different kinds of frequencies of vibrational energy that are always surrounding you, washing through your energetic capacity, washing through your lives, washing through your physicalities, washing through your emotional being, washing through your spiritual sacred being, and the like. For as you well know, there are many aspects of you. There is your soul self, there is your ego self, there is your spiritual self, there is your physical self, there is your emotional self, there is your etheric self, and so on and so on and so on. And when you navigate on that earth plane in that space, there are vibrations of others coming out from themselves and entering into you, or buffering up against you, or vibrating around you. And just like you brush your teeth, just like you wash your hair, just like you cleanse your skin, it's important for you to also cleanse your vibration. And when you do so, you end up in that space that we talked about just a moment ago. Open, free, harmonious, light, pure, effervescent, balanced, harmonized, energized, well. So let's do some cleansing now, shall we? We will first talk to you about the ways in which you can do your cleansing, and then we will lead you through a cleansing exercise so that you can begin to feel the shift for yourselves. There are many different ways that you can cleanse your energy. You can do it physically through the energetic arts. There are many hundreds of millions of energy practitioners on that earth plane. The woman whose voice box we are speaking to you now is one of them. You can learn these modalities for yourselves. We don't subscribe to just one specific strand of energy manipulation, for there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them out there. You humans are wonderfully diverse, and you've come up with lots of different ways to cleanse the energy system, but just understand that we talk about it from this overarching umbrella of energetic capacity. And you understand that you can see a practitioner, or you can learn a script for yourself. And you can do this regularly to move the energy vibration of your beingness, of your physicality, from a place of blockedness or stagnation or overly fullness into a space of freeness, openness, flowingness. Do this as frequently as you wish. Do this as often as it is needed for you to feel like you are optimally in your flow, so that you can always be tip-top shape and full of form. Another way that you can cleanse your energetic station is through your breath work. We've talked about this in a recent past channeled message. Your breathing is vital to moving your energy. When you breathe consciously, fully, and deeply, you routinely nourish your cells, you move the energy through all of your systems, and you begin to flow in a rotational harmony that goes in and out and up and down and over and around, like a circle or an oval or a cycle that repeats on itself. This is a wonderful place to live from, because you are always in motion. And as you know, motion is vitality. When you don't breathe consciously, you don't live from your heart center and your gut center, and you don't nourish your mind center with that oxygenation that physical body of yours, that shell, that coat, that cloak that you wear around your soul needs to be in operation. Another way that you can cleanse your vibration is through the use of your plants on that earth plane. You can spray them, you can ingest them, you can adorn them, you can diffuse them. Your plants are there on your earth plane to support you as humans, much like your animal kingdom is also there to commingle, co-create, and support you. Those of you with pets understand the sacredness of the animal kingdom. Those of you with spiritual animal symbolism connection through your meditation understand the sacredness of the animal kingdom. The plants are there in the same capacity. Several years ago, Laura, who we are channeling through, communed with the redwood trees in California, and they spoke eloquently through her about the things they need you humans to do to keep that world in balance ecologically so they can continue to thrive and they can continue to press their energies outward into the cosmos. We use that as an example to share with you how the plants are there to support you as humans. Some of the plants that you know of in your medicinal circles, your herbalism circles, your folk medicine circles, and the like, Ayurvedic circles, etc., 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 can be concocted to cleanse and to purify. We will not subscribe to one particular dosage or one particular tincture or one particular combination or concoction. You will be able to do that research on your own as humans. We just share with you now that this is one module for being able to cleanse. When you take all of these in combination, using your plants to support cleansing your energy field, using your breath work to support cleansing your energy field, and using your energy cleansing techniques to cleanse your energy field, and you use them in combination, you end up with a trifecta of purification. Some of you might already have other ways that you use to cleanse your energy stations, and those are just as fine too. We don't want to subscribe a pigeonhole experience here where you need to just lead through our 3 examples. If you have other ways, good for you. We champion you and we continue to encourage you to use those if that is what works for you. In this capacity here, in this space now, what we would like you to do is energy cleansing and breath work with us simply because it is at your disposal. So let us have you try this experience now. Take your hands and rub them together to begin to feel friction and warmth through your fingertips, through your finger joints, into your palms. If you are someone with the experience of one appendage that is fully formed and another appendage that is not fully formed in this traditional capacity, use that one appendage that is fully formed and exercise it so that it gains momentum and fluctuation of temperature and energetic encompassment, and you will be able to participate in this exercise as well. Now, as you continue to rub those hands together and create that heat, start to notice in your body a space that you desire to place your hands in one moment that would love to receive your attention. Is it your eyes? Is it your head? Is it your heart? Is it your stomach? Is it your knees or your elbows or your feet or anywhere else that we haven't mentioned? It could be an emotional space. It could be a physical space. Without putting too much thought into it and without analyzing it overly much, go ahead and place your hands there now. Begin to notice for yourselves the sensations under your hands. Are there temperature fluctuations? Are there emotional feelings that are rippling through? Are there physical sensations such as buzzing or tingling that are happening to you? Just notice what is occurring at this time. As your hands rest in this place, as your hands rest in this space, as your hands begin to transfer that frictional energy that you have created through the rubbing. It is moving in and around and through you. Those of you with energetic manipulation techniques that are rubriced and scripted, you might be calling this by those names. And for those of you who have no script or no learning or no sense of understanding what this energy is, all it is your energy. It is always with you. It always runs through you. It always comes to you, and you can always use it in this way. You see what we're doing here, folks, is making this as easily applicable to all of you as possible so that you don't need to run out and take a course or be steeped in learned knowledge of an esoteric concept. It is fine if you are, and it is fine if you do, but you need not to do this exercise with us. Go ahead and take your hands away from that space that you were just holding them and begin to notice. Is there a shift in your awareness of need? Is there a harmonization or a balance or an easing or an influx of energetic capacity of nourishment? Maybe you need more. Go ahead and place your hands back. Or if that particular spot is full, if it feels like it is balanced and nourished and appropriately washed through with energetic capacity, put your hands in a new location. When you take your mind off of your to-do lists and your busy schedules and your things on your calendars and your distractions of your overly technified world, and you bring your focus into your own beingness, you suddenly begin to notice that there are different parts of you that need your attention. There are different parts of you that have been missing you, that have been wanting you to pay attention to them. Your psychology, your emotionality, your physicality, and the like. And this is a wonderful exercise for you to be able to start to move through reconnection with self. When you are plugged into, when you are tuned into, when you are connected to, in a conscious way, yourself, you are able to live vibrationally clear because you will always understand where the imbalances are and when to help shift them back into balance. You can continue to hold your hands in various locations around your body. If needed, you can continue to rub your palms together to bring back the frictionality, and you can place them again, or you can simply rest your hands palm up in your lap. Because now we would like to move you into the state of breath work. Some of you will choose to do the state of breath work while you are holding different places on your beingness, and that is okay. While others of you will choose to take your palms and rest them face up in your lap at this time. Take a deep breath into the center of your being with very deep exhalation and hold it for the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Release. Do the releasing with an auditory exhale through the mouth. Take another nice deep breath into the center of your being and hold it till the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale that energy down through your body and out through your feet. Good. When you do this exhalation down through the body and out through the feet, or for those of you with appendages that mimic feet or appendages that stop anywhere along the leg line, the exit point is where the physical ending is. Begin to get in the habit of doing this for yourselves, exhaling down and out. Because when you start to do this in a rhythmic way, when you start to do this in a concentrated way, when you start to do this in a daily way, you will start to notice where there are hiccups, where there are blockages in your path physically, where it feels like something has to go around in the leg, or stops in the stomach, or has a squeezing sensation in the pelvis, etc., etc., etc. And you can begin to send focused attention and energetic capacity to that place, using your hands to touch or using your breath work to nourish, to move it so that it comes back into balance. Let us do this exercise a few more times with you so that you can now begin to understand if there are spaces that feel full or blocked or stuck, etc., etc., etc. Take a nice deep breath into the center of your being and hold it for the count of 5, and then release down through the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Exit out through that feet area. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Place your hands where you feel any stuckness or stiffness or blockage. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. It is important that you exhale with clarity and almost what we would call a force, but what we will actually call a concentration, because we don't want it to lazily, languidly flow like dripping water down through the cracks and the crevices of the energetic body. No. We want it to exhale completely, sweeping things out of the way, to cleanse you and to clear you like a great gust of wind. Breathe in deeply and hold for 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. As you do this over and over and over, you will get a sense of where you need to focus and concentrate. And if you do this for a minute, several times a week, or a minute every day before you enter into your yoga practice, or a minute every day before you enter into your meditation practice, or a minute every day on its own singularly, you will begin to notice how you are always coming back into your centeredness. And you are always building your energy capacity, your strength of stream, your energetic stamina of clarity that runs like a steel rod through the body. After you have become sufficiently aware of the spaces that need to be unblocked, that need to be moved, and that need to be supported in their strengthening of clearness, you can begin to start playing around with expanding your energy out around you. We do this exercise with you in many other capacities, and we lead you through an exercise of this in many of our past meditations that you can reference. But we bring this to you in a sense how your energy capacity is yours to command. You can send your energy out and you can bring your energy in and you can keep it robustly clear whenever you want. But it is up to you to practice. It is up to you to have endurance. It is up to you to nourish yourself in this way. It's just like when you exercise your muscles. If you sit on the couch all day and you eat potato chips, you're going to get fat and lazy and weak. You know this. But if you concentratedly focus exercising your muscles in a nourished way, in some form or fashion through walking or yoga or running or rowing or moving in some concentration of form and fashion, you grow strong and your energy is vital and running and flowing. You know this too. And so we offer you these 3 exercises as ways to keep your energy cleansed. harmonized, and balanced. Let us pause now with the doing and go back to our lecture of sorts today, because there's a second component to all of this. And that is that when you become tuned into your own energetic vibration of purity and clarity and flow, and you are able to manipulate the ability to keep it robustly clean, you then start to notice that connection with others is always apparent. For you see, your energy fields are like magnets, and you send cords of connection out to those around you. You are very highly connected to those that you see every day. You are very highly connected to those whom you are in intimate relationship with, your loved ones, your partners, your children, your kindred spirits, your office colleagues that you get along with oh so well, and the like. And you have several hundred cords of connection that are no longer yours, that are no longer connected to others, but they're still in you, taking up space. It happens in that solar plexus region, that midsection of the stomach, just above the navel. And when you start to concentrate your energy clarity routines, you can also start to notice that there are energy cords that can begin to be cut or severed or disconnected or fall away. You can begin to nourish your body by removing them or having them fall out or drop away. And that solar plexus region, that centeredness, that space of connecting to yourself begins to solidify back into a harmonized space of singularity. This is also very beneficial for those of you who are very sensitive to the discordance of others. Perhaps there is what you call negativity that you feel comes your way. Perhaps you have a relationship with somebody that once was blossoming with positivity and it has turned. The energy is no longer balanced in a two-way give and take. Perhaps you no longer wish to send energy to that being, and they continually are pulling energy from you and it is draining to you, and you wish for this to be ended or removed. This energy cleansing and this energy vibration and this energy purification process that we speak about today can begin to help you engage with your own will, engage with your own strength, your own right-centeredness with self, so that those pulls of energy of discordance or energetic vampirism, as some of you know it as, or energetic imbalance or energetic friction with others don't need to pull you so off course or don't need to drain you so fully after being in contact with that particular person. Let us be very clear in saying that 99.9% of the humans on the earth plane are all good souls. They just sometimes are not right for you at this time. They don't know that they are pulling your energies away from you. They are unaware that they are draining you. They are unaware that they are sending out their chaos and their confrontation and their disgruntledness like messy pig pens. They don't know that you are sensitive to receiving that dusty, dirty energy. They just are living their lives. And so they're not bad, quote unquote, or malicious, quote unquote. They're just living in a way that their energy is always going out, or they're living in a way that they don't know how to serve their own energy. And so they're just plugged into yours and pulling from you. It's okay for you to not engage in these activities, and it's okay for you to disengage your energy cord connection with others if it doesn't fill you with joy, and it doesn't uplift you, and it doesn't feel like a two-way reciprocation. Some of you know how to remove these cords, and some of you have had experience with this kind of removal before, and for others of you, this is a new concept. If it's a new concept, we don't recommend that you go ripping all the cords out because that would be like ripping off a Band-Aid before the wound has healed and you're going to be exposed and the wound is going to be open again. You need some experience with this before you just go tearing all your cords out. But over time, as you strengthen your energetic capacity, awareness of your centeredness for yourself, you can begin to notice that that friend who always needs you, or that loved one who never gives back, or that coworker that is always disgruntled, leaves you feeling in the dumps, can begin to be shifted ever so slowly in that solar plexus area, so it doesn't take up so much space and it doesn't take up so much energetic use of your batteries. For some of you, you can do this independently, and for others of you, it would be wise of you to seek out the counsel and the support of an energetic practitioner who is wise and skilled in the practices of manipulating and supporting the removal of these cords. We don't subscribe one way and we don't subscribe one technique, because all of you are unique. And all of you here today are listening to these words with a different energetic station. Some of you are well versed and are practitioners yourselves, such as this woman whose voice box we come through. And others of you are new to this as a concept. You all have a continuum there on that earth plane for your lives and your learning and your growing and your loving and your knowing, and you're all in different places on that continuum, and you're all just where you need to be. You are exactly in the most perfect and precious of places at this time. And because you are here with us listening to these words, it is like the cherry on top. We thank you so much for being here with us today in this way. And we thank you so much for being conscious of your own sovereignty, of your own prowess, of your own integrity and your own dignity. You are a beautiful and unique human soul. You are in that physical shell and you are walking on that earth plane for many, many, many years. And there's lots for you to see and experience and do. And we are joyed to be able to be here for the ride along with you. We are called the Council of Light because we are a group, a council of light beings, but we also are here to counsel you on your way through your lives as humans. Your soul understands what to do, and your humanness gets stuck in that very thick pea soup energy of that 3D realm. And so we give you guidance along the way. We are not the end all be all. We are not gods. We are not the source. So do not take us as your only information. Please continue to source your other spiritual aspiration as well. If you only listen to one source and you block out all others, and you put blinders on, and you diabolically listen to just the information that is right in front of you all the time, it does not serve you well to be a robust and learned, educated human on that earth plane. So we don't ever tell you that what we say to you is exclusive knowledge that should be followed to a T. We give it to you as suggestion. And yes, of course, we love when you follow what we suggest, and we are delighted when we see you practicing, but it doesn't mean that you have to, or that you're bad if you don't, or that you've missed the boat if you won't. We always come to you. Right now, currently in this time, we come through you in what you call monthly fashion, and we come through this voice box of this woman to you regularly, and we come in this particular format, in this particular community, and it is serving you well. And we are overjoyed and thrilled and happy to see you here today. So with that, we will say thank you for listening to our words today. We will look forward to coming to you again next month to bring you more messages and more wisdom and more exercise on another topic that we will choose as the time draws near that we see as important for you to hear. We wrap you in a golden blanket of light in this moment to keep you, to sustain you, and to nourish you ever so tight. For we are the Council of Light, and we wish you great blessings of joy. And we say namaste, adieu, and goodbye for now.